Oh, hello everyone. How are you doing? So I'm just going to do listen to the podcast. Uh, the video won't be very long though because I need to because I need to go to bed now very soon because I'm really tired. So we'll get the video too long. So over to X right now and listen to the podcast over there. Yeah. So let's see. So here we are. I wonder where she listen to it. I'm Irish. So listen.
I'm a bit wary now here about this one.
I think Corky will vouch for me that I look at things in two perspectives. That if you can't have a laugh and if you can't have a joke,
John, I know both sides of you, and I know both sides of Sharon.
Yeah, so why do you say why? Like, when you don't know me. I could be drinking vodka, I could be drinking a cup of tea.
What's up? I'll tell you what.
It was me who said it. It was me who said it.
We're doing the vodka.
You was getting into the bizarre, and I just said it, and I said it. Sorry, if you're not drinking, I'm sorry. If you are drinking, you should just leave it at that.
Yeah,
You should fucking training with the rest of us.
Yeah, good night, guys. Anyways.
God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah. To the whole invited down to a podcast for an hour and it's going on for 3 hours.
It hasn't it? But it's been great out to us.
Gabon, I don't know you, man, but thank you for allowing me in here. Deeply appreciate it. You know who I am.
Great old chat, and thank you. I enjoyed it.
God bless
John,
you. I'm out of here.
Take care.
John, I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother.
Well, do you have to?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Unfortunately, I have to.
Christ almighty. I might give you 5 minutes of my time. Only if you revolute me first. Because I have to revolute me.
It's great to be two-faced, isn't it? Good night.
Good night, Dee.
That was a nice day. That's good to be two-faced.
Good night, dear.
God bless
you. Good night, you Johnny God fucker, you. I'll see you tomorrow night, brother.
I never want to fuck a Sam Maguire. Fuck you.
I'm a Cork man, not a Mayo man.
I wouldn't say that too loud. Good luck, folks. Thank you.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you tomorrow night.
Follow me on TikTok as PappyJ13. Bye.
Good luck, yeah. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And don't be annoying me tonight. Anybody else got anything to say here?
Yeah, Patricia, you come up there if you want to jump in, and I think Jimmy's hand is up there about an hour.
Jesus, fair play to coming on. I was only going to have you on for an hour, and I'm at work, so I popped on there. You're still going. Fair play to you.
I lost the meeting over tonight, Patricia. Jesus, 10. It's 10 to 2 now.
Sure, I should call them up and get them out of bed. Tell them to.
I got him on the other phone. It's okay. I'll meet him tomorrow. It's all right. This is more important. Has to be done. It's part of the job that we have.
Yeah, it's very important. Let's kind of like bring it all back together. It's very important moving forward, especially local community groups. You need to be, challenging these guys that are in charge of these purse funds, sending in freedom of information requests to see how their funds are being spent, what they're being spent on, and challenge them if the tally isn't adding up. Because you were a resident of that community. You are entitled to know what's happening in your community and how the funds are supposed to be spent in your community. So I would just urge any group members from the different communities around Ireland, you need to start doing the work, and the work is following the paper trail.
something we'll answer.
You're broken up there.
No, sorry.
The problem, Patricia, is...
I agree with you. Thanks for that. It's really good to know that because of Leader, you can get a paper trail through them. You might get redacted information, but you can do it because I know about Leader.
And also as well, it's very important as well, this is another point that hasn't been brought up in any space, okay? The thing is, you have your local councillors that are on these different committees and at county council level as well. As a resident of that area, you can ask your councillor to read out a letter from you with your concerns or, you know, your requests at that county council level. So I would urge members of the different groups from different, you know, communities to sit down together and draft up a letter and get your local councillor to read that out in the county council to voice all the salient points that you're going through within your communities. And it has to be read out. It has to be read out in the county council meeting, and it is recorded. So it is on record that they are made aware that you as people in that community are not happy with the work that they're doing and you have questions and you want answers. So that's very, very important that you guys need to be doing that.
You know, see, the problem is that there's such a cover-up that they won't do it. And if they do it, you're only getting 50% of the truth.
Yeah, but you're entitled to sit in on these county councils, guys, as well. You're entitled, yeah. But the thing is, if as a community you draft a letter and you request your councillor or one of the councillors that is attending that meeting to read out a letter from the community to the council members, he has to read it out. It doesn't matter what he thinks of it. He has to read it out because he's representing you at the county council level, and you can have your members sitting in the audience there to make sure he does read it out. And if he doesn't, then you go and challenge him publicly as to why he didn't read out that letter at the county council level.
Yeah, because that's what I was talking to people today. Once we broke the news this morning of what happened, you know, about the planning application going through, and this Mark Duffy, who was independent councillor for the last election, but all of a sudden he swung to Fine Gael now for the general elections. He put up a post in the Western People saying that he's against this IPAS and blah, blah, blah. But he was all for it before the local elections, right? But all of a sudden now, he's saying he's against it. But it's officially on paper that basically the application has gone through for this IPAS now in Ballina on 10 acres of land. So he said that he wrote to the Taoiseach's office and that the reply is on the Western People, right? I posted it. Now, if I ask him for tomorrow, say, if I can contact him, for a copy of that letter to verify that that genuinely is from the Taoiseach's office, or is he just making it up? What's my next step?
Well, he has to, once he receives the correspondence from you, he has to reply to you, and you can request it a freedom of information that you want to know as a resident of Ballina, that you want an actual copy of the letter that he sent to the Taoiseach or email, and you want to reply, you want an official copy of the reply that the Taoiseach's office has sent back to him. And also remember as well, you mentioned there as well that that lad was for the IPAS centres before the elections, and now he's gone against it. Okay, you have a paper trail. Yeah, you have the paper trail there, okay? You have actual fact of two different scenarios coming out of his mouth. So you can publicly challenge him on that. you can publicly bring that into recourse. Well, Mr. Duffy, on this date you said this, blah, 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 and on this date you have completely changed your narrative, and now you're saying this, and you have him called out. He cannot, he's caught red-handed, basically. He's a Pied Piper. These individuals are called Pied Pipers. They're playing both sides of the party, okay? Yeah. They have to be publicly called out. And the thing is, you have a paper trail there as in relationship to that. So once you publicly state that and you have the facts of both those scenarios, that man is debunked. I mean, he's going nowhere after that, because you cannot refute the information that you've made public. Do you know what I mean? This is how we get them. This is how we get them, lads. We have to follow the paper trail, and everything has to be factual and back it up and get it verified by other people as well. So everything is correct.
I'll start on that tomorrow up here. So that today has been so busy with all the news breaking and the whole lot. I just did not get a chance today. So I'll start working on that tomorrow.
Yeah, look at Corky. I'm in the same boat as well. Like I'm trying to help Gavon on here on the spaces, and I'm helping him with his Telegram channel as well. And it's stuff going on in Balladreen. I haven't even gotten to grips with. There's awful stuff going on there. That has been said on the spaces here. I need to have everything together, and I cannot even sit down and pull everything together, because there's so much stuff going on in the country, and there's people messaging me to do this, do that, and then I'm getting a whole load of messages from members on here stating that what we're putting out about Balladreen is lies. So it's you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying to bring the most factual information to empower people here to do their own work. People have to do their own work. I cannot, you cannot either, or Gavon. Like, people within their own communities have to sit down, and it's hard, boring work, but it has to be done. You have to send in the freedom of information requests. You have to wait. You have to challenge them again if they're not sending them to you, and threaten them with whoever that if they don't send them out, you're going public. Whatever you have to do, what it takes is painstakingly hours upon hours doing this stuff.
You understand the situation as well, Patricia, that I'm from Cork originally, but in Ballina 30 years now. I'm fighting for Ballina, right? But do you know when you're, say, from Ballina and you're trying to fight for Balladreen, or you're trying to fight for Coolock, trying to fight for Thornton, trying to fight for Dundrum, when you're outside of that community and you go looking for that information, it's harder again, because you're not from the community, even though you're fighting for it, and you're letting people know you're fighting for it. It's harder to get the information.
That's why it's important, Corky, that local community people get to work themselves, and then they can provide the information to you as somebody that is, a little public, and people know you, and you can bring that information to the wider audience. But people within the communities have to do it, because at the end of the day, they have skin in the game. They're living in that community, and the onus is on them to find out the information. It's all good and well myself or yourself doing the digging, but we will be getting emails back going, well, you don't live in the area. Why should I be giving you any information? Yeah. And then they refuse to engage with you. And they're right.
Every day.
Yeah, so it's very important, it's very important. It's all good and well coming on the space here and all talking all the same points, but you have to do the work. You have to get the paperwork. You have to get the receipts. It's very, very important, because anything that I'm saying on here, I have receipts for it, and I have information to back it up. So people, you know, I've heard stories on here, and I've heard stories on the other social media platforms as regards Balladreen, and it's absolutely wild what's been put out there. People need to do their due diligence and get the facts and get the correct information and get it verified from 2 or 3 other people as well, to see if they're coming up with the same figures. It's very, very important.
100%.
Because we will
I want to bring in Kira there. She's been waiting ages. Kira, do something you wanted to chime in with?
I do, yeah. Listen, I get what you're all saying. I do. Paper trail, emails, doing all that, right? I really, really do. But it's gone past that. What they are doing is criminal. What they are doing to us, they need to be dragged out of that fucking doll.
Yeah, but the way you drag them out of the doll is by going through the courts. If you have the paper trail and you have the receipts, you can bring them to the courts. As a community, you are entitled to access the courts, the high courts, and that's how you get them. You use their laws on them, and you have to have your facts together.
Well, see, the other problem there, Patricia, is the money that it involves to go through the courts. Right?
It's free.
Right, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Please. Need to catch some sleep. Apologize. See ya.